The Brooklyn Nets have a major decision to make, most likely really, really soon. Assuming Kyrie Irving opts out of the last year of his deal and becomes a free agent this summer, the Nets will have the choice to give their superstar point guard an extension or not. Looks like a former NBA champion believes that the Nets should consider another option. Brian Scalibrane on Sirius XM Radio believes that the Nets should go get another all-star caliber point guard in John Wall. Brian said, I don't think Kyrie is as valuable as people think. If I'm Brooklyn, I'm seriously thinking about John Wall over Kyrie Irving. That is from the desk of none other than Brian Scalibrane, giving his 2 cents on what the Brooklyn Nets should do. Well, I will tell you this. If the Brooklyn Nets are looking to save a couple dollars, I don't know what team's going to make a decision on John Wall, but somebody likely will. You'll probably be able to get John Wall for a very discounted rate. My assumption is the Houston Rockets are not just going to let John sit on their books for another calendar year. I'm assuming them to agree on a buyout, or they might waive and stretch him. If they do that, that means John Wall will get the bulk of his money. If not all, if it's a waive and stretch, a buyout probably get most of it. If that happens, it probably won't be about money for John Wall next year at least. And that means a team like Brooklyn, if they want to go the Brian Scalibrane route, they could get Kyrie Irving off their books, not have to pay him that, and maybe get what do we think, maybe John Wall's 60% of the talent that Kyrie Irving is? I think that's a fair number. 65% of the talent that Kyrie's very talented. Like, I want to be fair. Like, John Wall is not as good as Kyrie Irving, but 60% of the player at 5% of the cost, definitely got to be something that the Brooklyn Nets have to, consider if they're thinking about some of the money that they're already dishing out to guys like Joe Harris, and, they could potentially lose one of these young guys in Brown, and Nicholas Claxton's coming up down the line. Like, you could lose a lot of these young pieces that seemingly have some promise by pleasing a guy in Kyrie who more times than not is not available for your squad when you need him the most. Whether it's when it's KD's going down, or James Harden injured, or somebody storming the Capitol, or injured in the playoffs. More times than not, Kyrie Irving's season ends with him unavailable for the squad. Like Anthony Davis, matter of fact, to me, the only reason why Kyrie Irving was able to make it through this season pretty much injury-free was that he missed like 3-4 months in the year because of him not being vaccinated to start the year or at all. Similar to Anthony Davis being able to make it through the Lakers championship run in the bubble because they got 3 or 4 months off, also COVID-related. So, I definitely think it's something to consider. Somebody's going to have to take a chance on John Wall. The Lakers, maybe another team out there that could try to find a way to get rid of Russell Westbrook and bring in John Wall. We shall see. Houston's making him available. They're not playing him. They don't want him around their young nucleus, as they already got Jalen Green and they're about to draft here in the top 5 again really, really soon this year. They don't want John Wall around that for whatever reason, and they don't want him playing because they're trying to stockpile lottery picks as they rebuild. John Wall is a former all-star caliber guy. From whatever video I've seen when he's working out with Rico Hines and others, still looks the part. We'll see if one of these teams believe he still is the part.